Hi tarot friends, it's Jade here and I am back today with another deck walkthrough and initial impressions video. I'm super excited about this. I have, I have probably spoken before on my channel if this is not your first time visiting me. I've spoken before about my love for ancient Italian style decks, and this one here is I Tarocchi di Valentina Visconti for the Palio d'Asti. This is a 1983 deck, so it is actually it is out of print. And how I got this was through a trade. I had a Hexen 2.0 deck, which is also an out of print deck, and I traded it with some lovely lady in the US. The deck is actually very, very interesting, or the box is very interesting because it's kind of like a sleeve like that, and then the cards are in here. It's very cool. Valentina. Anyway, very, very cool. Let's take a look at the deck. So actually, first of all, if this is your first time joining me, thank you. Welcome. Welcome to my channel. And thank you very much for coming to visit me. And if you have been here before, then welcome back very much. Very much appreciate it. So let's have a look at these cards. So this is the back of the cards. Hopefully that's not too blinding there. It is kind of hard to see, but it does have, let's see if I move it a bit closer. There we go. Sort of a textured back with, so yellow with a white design. It kind of looks like flowers, and then in the middle it says Solleone. Yep, there we go. Okay. And I'm gonna put my little stand here so that we can look at the cards. So this card stock is cardboard. It's kind of like, so if you have the Minigallo decks, like the Soprafino type of thing, it looks like it's the same card stock. It is textured on the front as well. You can see that. And it does not look like it's treated. Sorry about my nails. I was painting something and they're a bit stained. Okay, so here's the Fool. So they are black and white. This is the first black and white deck that I own. And yeah, like I said, I'm super excited about it. By the way, actually, before I continue with that, this is an 88 card deck. So that's how thick it is. They are the same size. I'm just not holding them very well, but it is an 88 card deck, and it has the regular 78 cards plus 10 cards, which they call Palio cards, which so Palio is like a they used to have in Renaissance Italy, they used to have sort of horse races, I guess, sort of in the middle of the square, kind of like a jousting kind of thing as well, just without the jousting. Basically horse races, and they used to give prizes for them. I'll just show on here. So there were 5 types of prizes given to the winners, and they were the banner, the spurs, the coins, the roosters, and anchovies. And the other 5, so that's 5 of the 10 Palio cards, and then the other 5 represent the attributes necessary to win the Palio, which is knowledge, courage, intrigue, astuteness, and freedom. So you can use those 10 cards with your readings to either represent specific aspects or specific people, and or you can use them to predict horse races, I guess. Yeah, so 88 cards. This is it is an interesting. It is a very okay. So the back of the card, the flowers are fleur de lis, which is the flower of Florence, and this was based on a visit from Valentina Visconti to Asti in 1389. So it's interesting. So that this is the little booklet that comes with it. So it is not a, that's all it is. It's just a pamphlet that folds out. It doesn't provide any meanings of the cards. It is only about how this tarot deck came to be and potentially how the tarot got to France. Yeah, so that's all that is. But it is an interesting deck. It's a 1983 deck. This one in particular was made in 1983, and I believe that I have, where are we here? Yeah, so there were, hopefully I'm not making you guys dizzy, there were 1,000 decks made in Italy, which included 400 that were available to the US exclusively through US Games. So this is one of the US Games editions, and somewhere it says what deck. Oh yeah, here it is on the thing. I have number 254 out of 1,000. All right, so let's go through the cards. I think I was saying earlier that this is the first black and white deck that I own, and I'm super excited about that. So that is the Fool, Il Bagazzo, which is the Magician. He's really a street, kind of a street magician. It is interesting that there is the candelabra there. There's a ram's head. I'm gonna have to really, I mean, this is the first time I'm going through the cards, so I've not had a chance to look at them yet. I just got it and unpacked it and figured I would have a look at them with you. So that's the High Priestess, or the female Pope, actually, La Papissa. The Empress. And again, this is an Empress that is not just about fertility and nature and Gaia, but actually she is in the seat of her power and is as equal as the Emperor. As equal as? Maybe as equal to. The Pope. The Lovers. Pretty card. The Chariot. Justice. It's interesting, the symbols that are on the bottom or on her dress there. I'll have to look at that. The Hermit. Interesting. So he's typically the Hermit. This looks very much like the Fool in terms of he's carrying all of his belongings with him. But in the RWS version or typical versions that you see of the Hermit, he is carrying a lantern with a star inside it. And this is an hourglass. So that's interesting. I'm going to have to really research this deck a little bit more. Fortune. Lady Fortune. That's a beautiful rendition of that. strength. Oh, interesting. So 2 snakes, not a lion. Oh, there's another snake right under his feet. Castle in the background. This looks like some kind of like a circus or some kind of maybe jousting tents or something. Interesting. So maybe he's with the maybe he's a strong man in the circus or something. And this looks like a little. It looks like a little car. Not a car, not a vehicle as in today's vehicles, but like catapult kind of thing. Interesting. I hope there's some info somewhere about this deck, because it's very interesting so far. Okay, the Hanged Man. So he's dropping all his coins. So this is really going back to the Thief. Death. Temperance. Gorgeous card. And then again, another nod to, with the fleur-de-lis, to Florence. Okay, I have too many cards on there. The Devil. Interesting. More snakes. The Tower. They're all covering their eyes. The Stars. Beautiful. The Moon. Oh, I love this. The Sun. That is a gorgeous sun card. And unusual. I love that the art is quite different. Justice. Not sure what the eye up there is. Guess the eye in the sky. The World. So we get to the coin suit. This is the Ace of Coin and Domina. I can't read this backwards. I can't read what that says. Sorry. Valentina, Domina, Aste. Can't read the writing. Anyway, that is the Ace of Coins. The 2 of Coins. The 3. Interesting. So 2 individuals lead to union, collaboration. Again, we have the individuals, we've got the state and the family crest. Now we've got all of that together and individually. I really like this. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let me just take these off of here. Valetto, so which is Italian for valet, so this would be the page. Cavaliere, the knight. Interesting that he's on a tree that has been cut down. Domina, so the queen. with her peacock. And the King of Gold. The Ace of Spades. Two of Spades. These cards feel like, well, I mean, they feel cardboardy. Very papery. They're not coated with anything. So I think this is another deck that I will be working with very, very, very carefully, with no liquids around, no hot tea or coffee. Okay, so that's the Valet of Swords, or sorry, the Page of Swords. The Knight of Swords. I find this card very interesting because he is clearly in the water, and typically, I've looked at a lot of decks, and I don't recall seeing another deck with a Knight of Swords on his horse in the water. So I don't know if he's attacking his emotions or what, but it's the Queen of Swords again on the water, and the King of Swords again on the water. So that's very, very interesting. Worth thinking about as for sure. All right, so we go to the Wand suit. That's the Ace. Beautiful stick with growth coming out of it. 2. With the flame coming out of the flames, but not being injured by the flames. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. One of the things I really like about this deck, as opposed to other Marseille style decks, I think even the Sopraffino might be like this, is that, so this is the 10, and there's actually 10 sticks, whereas in the Marseille style, if you count them, actually there's twice as many. So I like that they, the number actually only has the number that they have. The Page of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Fiery. The Domina. Beautiful. And the King of Wands. All right. And the last suit, we've got the Cups. The Ace of Cups. 2 of Cups. Again with the fleur-de-lis. 3 of Cups. They also have these, I don't know if they're supposed to be dragons or seahorses on the cups. The 4, it's a beautiful card. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. I love that the butterflies are a recurring theme in this suit. Okay, so we get to the Page of Cups. The Knight of Cups, very romantic. The Queen of Cups. The King of Cups. Okay, so that's those ones. And then the last 10 cards, that was the 78, are the palio cards. So let's have a look at them. So these first 5 would be the prizes that were awarded. So the Palio card is the banner. The Speroni, so this is the spurs for the knights, or for the winner of the race, the horse race, I guess. Monere, coins. The gallo, the rooster. And the last prize is the achuga, or sardines, basically. Or not sardines. Oh my gosh. I can't think of what they're called now. It's not sardines. Just looking in the little booklet. Anchovies, that's right. Okay. And then we've got the next 5 cards, which are the virtues needed to win the race. So conoscenza, knowledge. Some drawings there. Coraggio, courage. I don't know what that says. Can't read that writing. Bear with me for one moment, and I just have to find where it says again. Oh, intrigo. Okay, that's a T. Intrigue. Really, I think this means a strategic mind. And astutia, which is astuteness. And last, libertà, freedom. This very much reminds me of the Chariot card. Interesting. And that is that. I will not be riffle shuffling this deck. Here, I'm trying to move this out of the way. I will be just overhand shuffling because this is very precious. And even though I am very tempted to take markers to it, I will not do such a thing. This has been the Tarot of Valentina Visconti. You can see the fleur de... Yeah, it's so hard to see them. The Solleone edition. And I hope you enjoyed this. I'm really looking forward to working with it. I'm so grateful that I was able to get my hands on it. And let me know if you have this deck. I would love to hear. I'd love to hear whether you use the additional 10 cards or whether you just take them out. Are you just afraid to use this? Does it sit on the shelf? I would really love to know. Please let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, my friends, please do hit that like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and hit the notification bell so you know when my other videos come up. And until next time, my friends, tell your truth. Bye.